Welcome back, Wolfpack Rollers here, and let's try out a really fun team idea that I've had for a while now. This is actually what ended up inspiring my Hypnosis, Gravity Hypnosis Sableye kind of idea. So, it's really interesting how this team plays out. It's bringing Bronzong back, which is really cool. So the idea is I'm going to be bringing the same 3 Pokemon, then I have like a 4th Pokemon for a counter pick, and I really have to just use my best judgment on who's going to counter pick it the best, and hope it works. So I think I have my team set up pretty well. Awesome, we're going straight into the battle. And Bronzong, I could talk about Bronzong for quite some time because I call it Schrodinger's Pokemon. That it has Levitate or Heat Proof, and back in the day, 4th and 5th generation, that was the only thing that it was weak to, so you really didn't find out until it was too late. Now, naturally, you're going to think, well, give it Levitate, because Earthquake is a mean thing like that. Or you could just, like, give it Heat Proof with an Air Balloon. That could work out pretty cool. And there's just a lot of really interesting ideas behind Bronzong. So I'm just going to go for that setup. We go for that. Ooh. Now, this team didn't have any slower Pokemon. Like, when I see Gardevoir, sometimes I see that as like an anti-Trick Room Pokemon. And that can do a lot of weird things. Now, I'm trying, like, you have to just kind of get a feel for your opponent. Is my opponent bringing the Gardevoir as like an anti-Trick Room? His team didn't seem too reliant on speed, though. And let's just hope he's going for the damage. So I'm going to throw out the Trick Room. Garchomp could be doing something serious, so who do I fake out? I'm going to fake out Garchomp. Because, I mean, I don't want the Earthquake because I have Heat Proof on my Bronzong. Just because there's more threat from, like, a Talonflame or Charizard Y. Also, if people, like, anticipate the Levitate, they might not try to hit me as much. I don't know. I wanted the Heat Proof on Bronzong. I felt safer that way. Also, Earthquake has the split damage since it's hitting multiple Pokemon. This is going to be interesting. Like, if Garchomp's going for Earthquake, then Gardevoir is going to Protect. So that means I get a completely free turn. If not, Garchomp was going for something, and maybe it was that anti-Trick Room, so we're just going to see how it plays out. So Gardevoir didn't go for the Protect, which makes me think that. Alright, and, oh, Moonblast. Okay, good. I'll take the straight damage. Ludicolo is supposed to be like a monstrous tank, so I do tank up the Moonblast really well. I am going to heal back up. Okay, that was still good. That was still solid right there, and Garchomp's going to flinch. Bronzong with the Trick Room. So, okay, my team got the setup, and now this is where things start getting funny. Because I've been talking about Trick Room, Trick Room Teeter Dance for a while. So Bronzong brings Safeguard, Ludicolo uses Teeter Dance. I'm safe from the Teeter Dance because I'm slower, so Safeguard's going to activate first. And now both of them are confused. And then I go for Gravity, because Gravity is going to synergize with Ludicolo and the rest of my team, because I have things like Hydro Pump, Blizzard on the Ludicolo, and I do have a Mega Abomasnow. Mega Abomasnow is going to follow it up pretty good, because Focus Blast, Blizzard, things like that are going to pan out really well. So I have Strength here, and then Bronzong's 4th move is Hypnosis. I don't have anything offensive. I don't feel Bronzong needs it, and we get a really lucky turn right there on the double confusion. So, let's go and Hypnosis the Garchomp, because, actually no, we don't need to Hypnosis Garchomp. I have Blizzard. We Hypnosis Gardevoir, and then we throw out the Blizzard, and then cool things happen. So this is what I like about the team. It can completely shut you down. It's kind of fast. Like, there's a lot of turns of setup, but for the most part, that setup is very controllable. And then it just kind of really takes off. So Ludicolo with the Blizzard. Garchomp's going to avoid it. Oh, wait, never mind. I messed up my rotation. I should have done Gravity that turn and then go for the Blizzard. Whoops. But it looks like we get away with it. It's been a couple months since I've used this strategy because I've been doing the Gravity Crobat with Sableye. The reason why I like that more is because really silly things happen when I do this team setup. Like, whenever I'm playing the Hypnosis Sableye with the Crobat, I bring those 2 Pokemon because I don't want to get faked out. That's because I was running this team first, and Fake Out shuts me down. But even though I have a Fake Out Pokemon like Ludicolo, if they bring a faster Fake Out Pokemon or 2 faster Fake Out Pokemon, then it's pretty much over, so it stops becoming fun right there. And then I was like, okay, that's why I went so hardcore into not getting faked out, because I got, like, I got hurt when this team kept getting shut down by Fake Out, so. But then when I started running my Sableye team, I stopped seeing Fake Out. And then when I run this team, it's like I only see Fake Out. So a lot of really weird things. Now Ludicolo, he's going to get hurt by Talonflame, and we don't want that. So we're going to Hypnosis Talonflame, and then we're going to switch Ludicolo into our Rotom. So Rotom's another good Pokemon. It has Hydro Pump, so it still benefits from the Gravity. It has Thunderbolt. It can do a lot of really silly things like that. And I think that this is actually going to be in our favor because Talonflame's going to go for the Brave Bird. Rotom's going to eat that for breakfast, and then Talonflame's going to get Hypnosis. So now Bronzong doesn't really have anything to do. Like, here's the problem, is if I'm not scoring enough KOs or I'm having to switch out and stuff, like Bronzong, everyone's asleep. My Gravity's still active for a while. Teeter Dance, can't use that. Safeguard doesn't need to be refreshed. And I think I still have another turn on Trick Room. If I don't, then I get to use Trick Room again. But like, you just find one turn where you can't really do too much. So you just have to hope that Bronzong... Okay, so actually the Trick Room did wear off. So we'll throw out the Trick Room, which actually works out. So now we're actually in a decent pace. And, who do I think is more of a threat? Like, Hydro Pump, just going to get rid of the Talonflame, because Gardevoir hasn't really been too much of a problem. Talonflame's asleep, going for that Protect. Or he might have been banded Brave Bird, so that didn't work. Gardevoir's still confused even after waking up, going to use that Moonblast. I'm not really worried at all, because like Rotom's built to tank, and he's going to tank that up. Hydro Pump with the Gravity means Hydro Pump's going to land, and that's going to do some serious damage to Talonflame and knocking it out. So I think that this is going to be a pretty clean victory with it. Like, this team does really well against just offense. Like, if you're just going for offense, I'm looking to get a pretty good win. Trick Room's back up. And yep, kind of see how this goes. Lucario, I can still deal with everything pretty well. Lucario, I'll hit him for a Hydro Pump, try to get as much neutral damage as possible. And that's what I mean, I can Hypnosis, so at least the Pokemon went down. Like, fortunately, Talonflame fainted, so now I have a new Hypnosis target, and the match was forfeited. Or that, or we can just completely... That's what I mean, this team either 4-0s or gets like 2-0, like the opponent has 2 Pokemon left, because it either just like keeps that momentum, or you have a really hard time gaining it back, because like you need good Trick Room rotations, you need to make sure that Ludicolo can actually get some work done. Let's do one more battle, see how this goes, and as long as they, like, I can still survive Fake Out, as long as there isn't like the most punishing Fake Out. We're good. Also, if the opponent doesn't really understand the strategy, like, Bronzong's very tanky. He can survive a couple of turns and it'll still work out. So that's the team right there. I have Talonflame and Scizor because even under Trick Room, Talonflame's very powerful. It'll have that priority Brave Bird, so it doesn't matter. And Scizor, it can use, like, Swords Dance to set up. It can Roost. So it can gain some health under Trick Room, and that just, like, bullet punches you to death. So there's really... I feel like the team works out like this. It's pretty much those 3, Ludicolo, Bronzong, and... Abomasnow. And we didn't even get to see Abomasnow. Abomasnow is just supposed to be Trick Room Blizzard, and then it has Focus Blast and Giga Drain options, and that works out really well. So it's just those 3 Pokemon, and then whatever I feel like counterpicking with. Sometimes I won't bring the Abomasnow if I'm not, like, confident in it, because it's mostly about just getting that Hypnosis shutdown, and then the thought behind creating the Crobat Sableye combo was, well, what if I just had both Pokemon Hypnosising on the first turn instead of getting this whole 3-turn setup, 4-turn setup with Bronzong, because Hypnosis is the most powerful thing it uses, yet it's one of the last things that it uses. Oh, I never hit challenge. I'm smart like that. So there goes the rest of my banter for the episode. Bronzong, like, I think Bronzong got nerfed pretty hard with the Steel change. That, you know, to keep Pokemon like Aegislash in check, Pokemon like Bronzong are now weak against Ghost and Dark type moves, when really it only had that one theoretical weakness. Wow. That low rating makes me not look good. Because, like, that's one of the big things in comments. People are like, oh, you're going against low rating people, you must be bad. And I have a pretty solid rating right now, so that's just one of the things where I guess, you know, that not too many people online right now. Okay, who do I counterpick with this? I feel like Rotom is just such a good out for, like, any situation. Because, I mean, I have Pain Split, I have Will-O-Wisp, I have Hydro Pump, I have Thunderbolt. I can do really solid work against a lot of things. I have to think about what he's going to do. So, Talonflame doesn't really do too much. Scizor kind of work. Actually, Scizor is pretty good. I think Scizor might work in this situation, but there's a lot of Fire Threat. Or at least, like, I don't like the Salamence idea. We can just go for the Rotom. Rotom, just so safe. That's why I like having him in that slot. He's just so safe and reliable. Can use him for that switch. I can just use him to make sure everything kind of works out as I need it to. So, how's the rest of this going to break down? Like, I'm looking for that. I'm just looking for the shutdown. Weavile, see this? Okay, so that's going to be a Fake Out. Okay, now here's how I respond to Fake Out. Either he fakes out Ludicolo and I still Trick Room, or he fakes out my Trick Room Pokemon, I just fake out the other Pokemon, and the first turn becomes like a complete wash. So let's see what happens. I'm going to fake out Klefki, because that way I don't want to get any kind of crazy status things going on. And I almost just want to get Safeguard up, so I don't have to worry about any other status from Klefki. Klefki might be going for Safeguard as well. So if he does that at any point, then that means the Teeter Dance is going to completely whiff. So let's just get the Trick Room. Let's just start focusing down on the Weavile. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Also, if he gets Safeguard, not really the worst thing. I just go for the Gravity and start taking the damage. So oh! That shouldn't be faster. Klefki's going to flinch. Weavile went for Taunt. And he taunted the wrong Pokemon. Alright, Ludicolo is going to... I was like, wait a second. Why is Weavile not the fastest thing on the field? It should be going for the Fake Out. Okay. Now I have to really think about this one, because if he fakes out the Bronzong, or if he taunts Bronzong, I don't care. I have a Mental Herb, so I at least get one turn of that. Now I can't Teeter Dance, so I have to use Gravity this turn, and I'm going to just Hydro Pump the Weavile and go for that Gravity. So I don't get to do my Teeter Dance shenanigans, which is really what can lead into the shutdown. He went for a Reflect. Doesn't really bother me too much. Bronzong going to get that Gravity off. So now we're going to... I think since Weavile is such a frail Pokemon, we're going to see a nice amount of damage off of this Hydro Pump. I don't think it's going to KO. So that's pretty solid. Weavile's going to Foul Play. Bronzong doesn't have a lot of offenses. So at least I'm not... Oh wow, he actually didn't even taunt me. So because of that Gravity, now I get to do some silly things. So he Reflected. Is he going for the Safeguard? So if he Safeguards, that could be bad. I'm just going to... I wonder if Blizzard's enough damage to knock out Weavile. Split damage, high base power. It's going to be resisted though. I think we can still use the Blizzard. Gravity means that that's... Actually, there's like really no point using Blizzard. Actually, there is. I'm trying to figure it out, because if Blizzard does knock out Weavile, then it's worth for very, very small amounts of damage on the Klefki. He might just go for the Light Screen though, so let's just Hydro Pump. Let's get Weavile off the field, and let's Hypnosis Klefki. I don't really have too much else to do. So Thunder Wave, no Safeguard on that Hypnosis. Trying to shut down the Ludicolo. And I don't think that's going to be like what he needs to be doing. So Hypnosis, now Klefki's asleep. If I don't get paralyzed and if everything works with this Hydro Pump, he's going to have a fresh Pokemon come in. That Pokemon's going to get Hypnosis. So that's going to go down. And eventually my Taunt's going to wear off. So I'll be able to Safeguard and get the Teeter Dance off a little late. And eventually I just want Ludicolo to go down. Maybe after my second Trick Room rotation. If not, I'll have to like risk switching a Pokemon. But I think everything's looking good right now. We haven't taken much damage. We haven't gotten anything really wrong with us. We already took out a Pokemon and Gengar comes in. Okay, so this is where I'm going to just... Oh wow, the pressure from Weavile. So I'm going to have to Hydro Pump Gengar and Hypnosis Gengar and see what happens. Good, no Protect. So Hydro Pump, again, we're going to see a frail Pokemon getting hit for decent damage. Whew, so close. But this is, I think my Ludicolo is Special Attack and Hit Point Investment, so I'm going to Sting quite a bit. Klefki's asleep, everyone's asleep right now, and here's why I can use Blizzard. So Blizzard definitely going to pick off the Gengar. Ludicolo's Taunt wears off, but I'm not really worried about that, so let's get that Blizzard going. And this is what I mean, like the team will just completely shut down in good amounts of situations, so I'll set up my Safeguard, and then that means I can kind of Teeter Dance freely, and then I don't have to worry about anything else. Oh, so there's Light Screen. Light Screen's a bit late. I don't think it matters, though. So Blizzard's going to hit, and Gengar's still going to go down, like, too little health. Klefki would have actually taken okay damage without the Light Screen up. So there's my Safeguard. Now I don't have to worry about status on my other Pokemon. Klefki's just going to be like the lone Pokemon trying to like Thunder Wave people and trying to do his best. So Leftovers as the item. Twist Dimensions return normal, so that's going to be my Trick Room. I'm thinking Ludicolo, depending on his last Pokemon, I might just try to switch out. Actually, I'll Teeter Dance while I Trick Room this turn. Salamence. Actually, never mind. That's Blizzard. Cool. Salamence could Mega into some shenanigans though, so maybe we just go for that Teeter Dance. Hopefully, you know, something happens, and then we Trick Room, and now we're gonna have Trick Room up, and then potentially a Teeter Dance Salamence, worst case scenario, I just go and I bring in the, what's his face? Abomasnow. I keep forgetting how to say Abomasnow. I bring in Abomasnow. That's going to be Trick Room against the Salamence with Blizzard. That's going to be GG, and then Klefki's going to go down. So, Mega Salamence, I'm expecting like a Double Edge or a Return or even a Hyper Voice. Something big to knock out Ludicolo. And that's a return. So, Bronzong. Once Bronzong off the field, not really going to make too much of a difference. Klefki's going to foul play. Ooh. Okay, so went for the power. Oh my goodness. Didn't do anything though. I'm very confused how Bronzong took like less damage. Because like that Weavile foul play was pretty big. And then that foul play was nothing. So Trick Room, not enough to like really get the Bronzong off the field. Bronzong is so tanky. And that was actually like one of the more scary plays. Because if he got, like if Salamence got rid of Bronzong, that's scary to me. So now it's, I get a Blizzard, but because I'm slower now because of that, the Thunder Wave, I don't get to get Gravity under that. So Ludicolo's just going to throw out the Blizzard. Fortunately, it hits both opponents. Salamence tanks it up, gets that nice little special defense boost as a Mega, and there's going to be my Gravity. So now we just kind of see what happens. Return could take out Ludicolo. Foul Play could take out the Bronzong. So there's foul play. Not a big deal. So Bronzong goes down. And now we just get to watch Ludicolo go down. But we have Trick Room up. We have an Abomasnow. And then we have Rotom. So I'm not feeling bad about this at all. Roost! I don't know, man. I don't think that was the right play for you to make. So Klefki comes in. And now we just bring in Abomasnow. Ludicolo, I'm out of Hydro Pump. I would just like Hydro Pump Klefki and start getting him down. So it looks like I just have to keep using those Blizzards. Snow Warning, not going to bring too much to the table. We'll Blizzard. We'll Mega Evolve into Blizzard. And that's going to pretty much be game. And then I can like Focus Blast Klefki. So Abomasnow has Focus Blast to work with that Gravity and take out things that it needs to take out. Alright. Not really sure what Klefki can do in this situation. And that's going to be Ludicolo's Blizzard. So, big hit right there. Not going to be enough to knock out the Salamence, which is why I had to use the Blizzard again. So, Abomasnow with the Blizzard. That's definitely going to be enough, like, stab shenanigans with a higher special attack. And that's why I like the Abomasnow. He does bring some really good special attack power. And if I'm going up against some kind of other weather team, I don't need to Mega Evolve. Like, I can just do a little bit of damage, then Mega, and then make things count. Don't take too much from the foul play. And it is a good Klefki, like the Thunder Wave, Light Screen Reflect foul play. It works pretty well, just not enough against this team. So, Blizzard. Like, I'm just looking at my options. I wish I had more than just Blizzard, and then Focus Blast Klefki. It's just going to take a couple of turns to take him down. Fortunately, Thunder Wave. Oh, I'm still protected by my Safeguard. So he doesn't really have anything else to do, like Light Screen, things like that. So Focus Blast, that's going to do a nice little bit of neutral. Ooh, Special Defense drop. That's going to help me out for the long run. I know Klefki doesn't have too much else going for it. Will this be it? Nah, the leftovers. I was about to say, like, if we get another Blizzard in there, will that be enough damage? I don't think I've ever, like, ran out of Hydro Pumps before. Yeah, that's a first. And Blizzards. I didn't think I needed to use PP up on this. So that's going to be Focus Blast. Let's get this Klefki off the field. Let's call it a GG. After quite the battle. But yeah, like, this team, it just, like, completely shuts down. Or shenanigans happen and it's just a bad matchup. This team does have quite a bit of bad matchups. Like, if the Trick Room wears off at the wrong time, or you just bring the wrong 4th Pokemon, it gets bad. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video showing off the team. I wanted to do something like Sundays is like my random battle day, I guess, now. Since I'm not doing Kalos to Hoenn, just some crazy video ideas. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you all have a nice day.